Like Savage is a street. Like Future, I look at him like he a bitch magnet.
What's making you think that Savage is a street?
Okay, and seriously now, the same.
I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm watching it a second time, you could see how the response was just so automatic once he said that. Once he heard that name, 21 Savage, you could tell, like, because this about a month ago was a very hot discussion in hip hop, the F the Streets movement. So you can tell that these are conversations he probably had with his homies, probably some OGs and shit like that. And this is really how he feels. All right, today's video we got 21 Savage goes off on Fivio for saying he's not a street guy on DJ Academics podcast. Video by All Urban Central. Yeah, I did see this clip. Bro. I'm going to just start by saying I think this was completely unnecessary. I don't know why he would go in and say that, but interested to see what the hell 21 Savage is going to say about that. Cause I already knew 21 Savage. 21 ain't going to let nobody play with his name like that, man. You know what I mean? So let's get into this video, see what's going on with this, bro. Let's get into this.
Fivio foreign, shut your bitch ass up. Stop saying my name.
Well, damn.
Don't think because I'm trying to change that, man. Y'all down somewhere, man. Straight up. If your ass walking around with a 38, don't say nothing to me about the street.
Straight up.
Oh my gosh, if it's not one thing, it's another when it comes to rap.
Yo, why he say if he walk around with a 38? Did Fivio say that in an interview, bro? Straight up. Oh man, what's this? East Coast Atlanta shit, right?
In this internet, because right now we got ATL versus New York in the building. 21 Savage and Fivio Foreign are going at it. And this ain't about music, this is about who's really street and who's allowed to talk that talk. And trust me, this one got real.
Oh man, yeah. This is so fucking unnecessary, bro. This is not gonna push the records, bro. This is not gonna push your records, Fivio. I'm sorry, bro. Like 21 is chilling, you feel me? Like he's already stamped in Atlanta, you know what I mean, as one of the front runners. This ain't gonna push the records, Fivio, man. And I'm on the East Coast too, man. I'm from Jersey, bro. I mean, I'm in Rhode Island right now, but I'm from Jersey, man. So I want New York niggas to win, man. I need niggas to represent the coast, man. But this ain't it.
Disrespectful real fast. Now, before we even get into the beef, let's set the stage. 21 Savage has been pushing this whole F the Streets movement lately. And before y'all get emotional in the comments, 21 Savage is saying he's not dissing the people, he's dissing the mentality. He's basically saying that the streets don't love you back, and if you get money, you should get out. Sounds mature, right? Cool. But here's the thing, when you say F the streets in hip hop, especially when drill culture is still heavy, yeah, people gonna take that personal. So Fivio Foreign goes on the DJ Academics podcast, and DJ Academics asked him how does he feel about 21 Savage's F the Streets movement.
Like Savage is a street. Like Future, I look at him like he a bitch magnet.
What's making you think that Savage is a street?
Okay, and seriously now, the same.
I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm watching it a second time, you could see how the response was just so automatic once he said that. Once he heard that name, 21 Savage, you could tell, like, because this about a month ago was a very hot discussion in hip hop, the F the Streets movement. So you can tell that these are conversations he probably had with his homies, probably some OGs and shit like that. And this is really how he feels. He couldn't even have let that slide and been media trained, which he's probably not media trained because he never really got the chance to kind of get there. Should have been there because he was doing all them songs. He was doing a song with Kanye and, should have gotten there. But you can see he's back on the street shit. And in that moment, he couldn't even kept that to himself how he felt. These are conversations that he's probably having already.
Okay, I think he said that because he loves stuff, honestly. The same thing you've heard about, or well, not heard, maybe you just know. All right, the same thing I've heard about Baby when it comes to PB within how they get down. Same thing I've heard about Savage. Same. Nobody play with him. It ain't like that. You know what I mean? Heard the same thing. That's why.
Future's the biggest.
No, well, musically, yeah, of course. He's a Jay-Z of Atlanta. Clearly. I think he's gonna drop 2 albums this year.
Why you think 21 Savage is street?
He's just.
Yeah, he said it again.
Street where?
The
Atlanta?
foil. Just stop.
In Atlanta?
Fivio for straight up questions 21.
Yeah, but where else would you be a street nigga from? But besides where you're from, I did watch the rest of it. I guess he said it. If your name got a whole weight everywhere, does Fivio Foreign's name whole weight everywhere? And could it be because he crippin' and shit? I don't know if 21 is blood or whatever, but that's beyond my pay grade.
Credibility. And he didn't tiptoe either. He basically says street weird. And he doubles down by saying 21 is more of a rapper, not somebody who really lived that life the way New York drill artists did.
You can only be a street where you from. Like, it's in Montana, don't know if you're a street.
That's not true. It's not true.
But you're
You a certain type of everywhere, and your name and your arm is going to be able to stretch to certain different parts of the world.
No, it's
Different states.
Savage one of them. Honestly, like I'm not saying on some instigating shit. I'm saying
You
that
are instigating.
No, it's not instigating. Because it's really. I feel like I've seen enough, and obviously I don't see a lot of shit, but like the shit that I could tell. I've never really been around Baby, but everything I've heard about Baby and how he roll and get down with, I know how they're going, right? I'm telling you, I hear the same thing. If I was to talk about Atlanta, YSL used to be on that. Baby on that.
Now pause. In hip hop, questioning a man's background, that's like throwing gasoline on a fire. If Fivio wasn't done, he really started talking crazy.
So how come 6ix9ine could diss 21 Savage so much?
Yeah, but he dissed New York too. Like he be dissing New York. He's gonna stop.
Nah, but you saying this street don't play with him.
Yeah, but 6ix9ine want to go to Atlanta and like go to.
That's a good point though. He was dissing mad people in New York too though. You know, that's the only thing about that. And it's like, what are you really gonna do to 6ix9ine? You know what I mean? He's always with security. He's always, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's scared that he's working with the police. So it's like, what are you really going to do to 6ix9ine? That's the only thing about that.
What club is popping in Atlanta? Just like,
Magic City.
he wouldn't come to, and I know he's going to respond when he get out of jail and say I'm lying, but I don't think he would go to Starless and diss you every night for 1 week. No way. Right? Like, that would be a stretch,
that would
right?
be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he goes to Atlanta and go to any poppin' Atlanta club and disses Savage there. You know what I mean?
It's all cap. You understand? It's cap, bro. Trust me.
Damn.
It's all cap. It's all show. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's cap.
I feel like you know something I don't know, because I'm like,
Right?
you look kind of real to me. I don't know.
He implied that 21 shouldn't even be speaking on street politics because he didn't.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. Listen, I ain't no street nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a civilian. You know what I mean? But I don't like that from my street artists. Like, just don't say nothing at all. You feel me? If it's street politics, some shit whatever, unless he's just trying to drop the breadcrumbs to eventually say something, because it's like why say that? I don't know, because he's like, why you say that? He Ash is right. It's like, damn, nigga, do you know something? It's like, why you saying he's a street nigga and just put his head down? Like, nah, yeah, it's all cap. All cap is crazy. Like, this nigga Savage built his whole career off being a street nigga, man. That's what he's known for. So that would be a fucking shot to his goddamn career if like some shit really came out where he wasn't really like that, or his background is not what we think for it to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Favi's definitely trying to act like he knows something.
up in that way. He basically frames it like, you got rich, now you dissing the struggle. And if you know New York culture, especially drill culture, the streets are seen as sacred. Survival, loyalty, and pain, that's the foundation. So in Fivio's eyes, 21 sounded like someone who benefited from the streets and turned his back. And this is when 21 Savage went nuclear.
Fivio foreign, shut your bitch ass up. Stop saying my name. Don't think cause I'm trying to change that, man, y'all get down somewhere, man, straight up. If your ass walking around with a 38, don't say nothing to me about the street.
38.
Straight up. If your ass 35 or older, and you been trying to rap since you was goddamn 17, 16, 15, don't say nothing to me about the street. You don't know nothing about the street. You ain't did nothing in the street. Straight up. Y'all keep talking about
All right, I gotta be objective on both sides. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? If you're a rapper since you're 17, 18, and you're over 35, I mean, he made it though. He made a career. I mean, I don't know what that has to do with just knowing about the streets. In fact, I would think there's an argument to be had there that he actually had to spend more time in the streets because it took him longer to blow up. But I don't know what that point was.
street shit. Savage this, savage that, savage this. Savage will slap the shit out one of y'all in real life. Y'all know this. Stop playing. Don't think, cause Savage on some positive shit that is, oh, let's talk about Savage every day. Let's talk about Savage all the, nah, this ain't that.
Yo, that's mad funny. That dude be the green light opening for niggas to start thinking they could just disrespect you. Nigga want to change his nigga want to change his life around from the streets, bro. Be a fan. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Yo, hip hop is just the most toxic generation, bro. Love it. Love it. Grew up on hip hop. Love this shit. Love this shit, nigga. This shit has been here for me when I was homeless, in breakups. You feel me? When I went through hardships, when I lost jobs, hip hop has been there. But boy, is this shit toxic as fuck. Like a nigga trying to better his life, leave the street, saying why the street mentality is, you know what I'm saying, why it's fucked up, you know, degenerate, why it's bullshit, why it's a myth. Be a family man, be there for his kids, and just be like, nah, that's not the way no more, guys. Let's reconstruct this street myth that we've been pushing and preaching for all these years. And then niggas start being like, immediately, oh, this nigga soft. This nigga soft, man. He ain't like that. He a bitch. That's crazy. Only hip hop. Only hip hop.
Y'all still get y'all ass straight up. Guy around that bitch looking for clout, man. Old as hell. Poor as a talking about who is in another state. How the can you tell from a whole nother state what they is?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm confused too. Fuck a state, a whole other region. You know what I'm saying? On damn near the bottom of the map.
What the hell? Y'all has been wanting to be rappers y'all whole life. I ain't did nothing in the street. Y'all ain't seen enough in the street to even feel how I feel about the street. That's where the disconnect come in at. I don't give a about what your partners done did. I don't give a about what your hood done did. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all as individuals. Y'all did nothing in the street, so y'all don't have no feelings towards. Y'all ain't cried enough. Y'all ain't lost enough. Straight up. Y'all better stick to rapping, man. Pussy ass nigga, that nigga dicked out. Stick a fork in it, bro.
21 hops online in typical 21 Savage fashion, calm voice, but pure venom. He tells Fivio to basically shut the hell up and stop using his name for attention. 21 says he's trying to save lives, not glorify death. He clowns Fivio, he calls him broke, old, irrelevant, says dude is chasing clout and mad he ain't in the same financial position.
God, gangsters in Area 59, man. Remote location ass, man. seen y'all in 30 years. You trying to take the way of words and shit to make it to go at a distance, cause y'all been wanted, been hanging. I don't know what the hell y'all know this week.
Right, nah, dog. Straight up. That's what I'm saying. Like, this seems mad left field. I don't know. I never heard them two having an issue or their camps having an issue. That's why it's like it seems just mad out of left field and like unnecessary, bro. Mad random, you know?
Y'all acting like y'all want to suck. Always talking about another. Y'all bitch ass up, nigga. If I take my belt off, nigga. Wrong with y'all. Everybody tough now. Fivio foreign, shut your bitch ass up. Pussy ass. There go your clout. There you go. I'm gonna help you get your screens up. Washed up ass. Broke ass. Talking all that tough ass shit in that interview. You're a bitch. Shit out you. Ask all them around you what's hanging. Ask who you look up to, who you call when you in trouble, what's up, nigga. Pussy ass. Do not get this shit twisted. I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to save the streets. I'm trying to stop all this crazy shit that be going on, this unnecessary shit. I'm trying to be a part of the solution, but don't get it twisted for a second. Do not think this shit sweet. Straight up. And I ain't even saying no other thing. Y'all know what's going on. Your little bitch ass up. Pussy ass.
And that's when we found out 21 was really a savage, because he was disrespectful but calculated. And let's be real, when 21 says he's richer than you, he ain't lying. Now this beef ain't really about tweets. This is about 2 generations of street philosophy. 21 Savage is on this grown man, investor, billionaire mindset wave. He's saying the streets are a trap. Fivio is on that, the streets made me. Atlanta versus New York, evolution versus tradition, survival versus escape. And neither one thinks they're wrong. But social media is split. One side is saying 21 is right. The streets don't love nobody and rappers should stop promoting crash out behavior. The other side saying Fivio is right. You can't disrespect the very culture that gave you a voice. And you already know Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit turned it into a war zone. As of right now, there's no diss tracks, no violence, just words. But let's be honest, hip-hop history tells us that once egos get involved, music usually follows. Question is, does it stay social media beef or does somebody step in the boot? So I gotta ask y'all, is 21 Savage wrong for saying F the streets, or is Fivio foreign right for defending?
Yeah, unless Savage knows some shit behind closed doors, and this is why he's saying that, you know, because if it's just behind him saying, you know, the fuck the streets movement thing, you can have your personal feelings towards the whole thing that Savage was doing and saying. You can have your feelings to it. You're reserved to feel how you feel about anything, you know what I'm saying? But discrediting his whole background of what he say he been through, or you know, Atlanta would have called him out on that if that shit was fake, right? No, Atlanta has been moving a little weird, but I'm sure they would have brought him up. And we haven't seen anything come up about Savage, you know what I'm saying, in his background. So it seems a little clout chasey, you know what I mean? I want to stand with my East Coast niggas on this one, you know what I mean? But sometimes they make it hard, man. You know, and I was rooting for Fivio, man. Definitely want to see him, you know, somehow switch it up or find a way to push his career further, get in the limelight a little bit more. But let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know in the comment section, man. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all caught a vibe. Till next time, we out here.